Hey y'all, so when looking for a program in applied behavior analysis, I chose to look at that of Baylor University. I went to Baylor for my freshman year of college and I loved the university, so I wanted to look at their program for applied behavior analysis. Now, Baylor offers multiple degrees in ABA, so I chose to look at that of educational psychology with a concentration in applied behavior analysis. I think that educational psychology is something really important that needs to be looked at more often, and so I couldn't think of a better option. So the structure to completing this degree includes 36 hours of coursework, not that much in comparison to your undergraduate degree, which usually takes about 15 months to complete beginning in June. Now, it doesn't always begin in June. That is just the way that the program is structured. It's easier for students beginning that month, but they do have 2 separate semesters, and I'll look into deadlines for both of those for you. And then they also look for a passing score on a written comprehensive exam at the end of the program. Now, the content for this program includes the prior mentioned 36 hours of coursework, include as well as hands-on experience. They offer opportunities in graduate assistantships through the university, and those assistantships can help students with tuition money, which I know can be really difficult especially when looking at a school like Baylor, but I think it's really important that the university itself offers those assistantships, as well as it gives you more of that hands-on experience. According to their website, the program emphasizes how to implement ABA-based interventions to teach people with disabilities new skills and reduce problem behavior. So for admission, they are looking for a personal statement, which is kind of explaining why this degree is right for you, as well as why this is the program you want to be in. Why do you want to go into educational psychology and concentrate on applied behavior analysis? They are also looking for a resume from you. Your GRE scores, obviously, 3 letters of recommendation, which they recommend for your recommendation that you include 1 professor who can testify to your academic potential and 1 supervisor who can testify to your work ethic. So they're also looking for your undergraduate transcripts, and the deadline for the fall summer semester is going to be February 1st. That's that June option. And then they also have, for the spring semester, they're looking at December 1st. Now, while the school doesn't directly specify a GPA or GRE score for your admission, it is recommended that applicants scoring below the 30th percentile in any section of the GRE are advised to retake the exam. The school is not looking for just a score, just a number. They are looking at you as a whole person, which you can see in that personal statement and those letters of recommendation. So I think that's a real thing to consider. So career opportunities with this degree from Baylor, often their graduates go into counseling, special education in schools, which is really important work. I cannot stress that. Social work, as well as they find plenty of community programs to follow as well. Now, there are pros and cons, just like any, to this program. So that for the pros, I included that it's a relatively short time to earn that degree. Now, I know that master's programs don't take nearly as long as your undergraduate, but I think that it is something to consider, that 15 months can really change what you can do for yourself and others. They focus on your humanity over your academics in regards to admission. Like I said earlier, that personal statement, those letters of recommendation, those are there to help you become part of this program, because your desire to be in this is more important than anything in a program working for others in applied behavior analysis, especially working in educational psychology. I think that it is a huge pro to have so much hands-on work. The best way to learn is by doing, in my opinion, so I think that that is really wonderful. Graduates of this program also can positively affect the lives of children through that social work, through that special education. So I think that that is really a wonderful thing to consider. Now, cons of this, I did include that there are less financial benefits in these careers, but because I know that others are looking for something that has a higher pay, but I don't see that as much of a con when you look at the pro of the positive effects you can have on the lives of children, but I wanted to throw that in there. Counseling is not the same as psychiatry, so I figured I'd mention it. But you're also not guaranteed an assistantship. Those are very competitive to get into, so I know that not everyone will get one, and I know it's important to look at that when looking at a university like Baylor. But if you can get in there, that's more hands-on work, that is more toward your tuition, less to worry about, more time to focus on your degree. So I think that that is really wonderful. And that's all I have when looking at the Applied Behavior Analysis program at Baylor University. I hope that you will look into it as well. I know that I enjoyed what I saw, and thank you for listening.